Ademola Lookman transfer drama. Why did he request a move from Atalanta? Ademola Lookman has dropped a bombshell by formally requesting a transfer from Atalanta, claiming the club has failed to uphold commitments made to him. This situation is stirring up quite a debate among fans and football insiders alike. Could this be a sign of deeper issues within Atalanta's management? But here's where it gets controversial. Lookman insists he had a clear agreement with Atalanta's board that allowed him to leave if a fair offer came in during this transfer window. Yet, according to him, the club is now refusing to honor that deal. The 27-year-old winger, who plays internationally for Nigeria but was born in England, hasn't held back in explaining his frustration. On social media, he openly stated that after receiving what he believes was a fair offer, an offer that met the terms previously discussed, Atalanta turned around and blocked his move. "I feel I have no choice but to speak out for what I believe is right, and I feel that enough is enough," Lookman wrote. He also confirmed that his transfer request is official, showing just how serious he is about this issue. Lookman's comments highlight a tense dynamic. He claims Atalanta are obstructing his departure without giving reasons that make sense to him. This raises questions about the club's transparency and loyalty to its players. Fans might wonder, are clubs generally fair in their dealings during transfers? Or is this a glimpse into a more common behind-the-scenes power struggle? For some context, Lookman joined Atalanta from RB Leipzig in 2022 and has been a significant player for the Italian side, netting an impressive 52 goals in 117 appearances. A standout moment in his career was scoring his first-ever hat-trick during the 2024 Europa League final against Bayer Leverkusen in Dublin. A remarkable achievement that solidified his importance to the team. Now, with rumored interest from Serie A giants Inter Milan, this unresolved transfer saga could intensify. Atalanta's response to these claims has yet to be made public, adding another layer of anticipation. And this is the part most people miss. Beyond the headlines and stats, this conflict raises a deeper question about player agency and club authority in modern football. How much control should a player have over their career moves, especially when they are promised freedom to leave if certain conditions are met? What do you think? Should Atalanta be obligated to honor their agreement with Lookman? Or are there valid reasons a club might refuse a transfer, even after seemingly promising otherwise? Share your thoughts below. This story is far from over. Arsenal transfer news. Ademola Lookman hands in transfer request. Change is in the air, and not everyone is ready for what comes next. The football world is buzzing once again as transfer season ramps up its drama, and this time, Ademola Lookman's future is at the center of attention. Will Arsenal finally make their move? Or will another club snatch him away while the Gunners hesitate? Let's break it down. Ademola Lookman, the energetic winger with stints at Fulham and Everton under his belt, has shocked the Serie A scene by openly declaring his intent to leave Atalanta. After months of swirling rumors and mounting transfer speculation, the Nigerian international has gone public with his desire for a fresh start, leaving fans and pundits alike with plenty to debate. But here's where it gets controversial. Inter Milan have already made an aggressive bid, reportedly €45 million, which translates to just shy of £40 million, hoping to secure Lookman's signature. However, Atalanta swiftly declined, holding firm, perhaps waiting for other suitors like Arsenal to step up. Is Atalanta playing hardball for the right reasons, or are they risking tension with a player who clearly wants a new challenge? Lookman himself poured his heart out in a heartfelt social media statement, reflecting on his journey. "In the 3 years I've spent at Atalanta, I've given my all, not only as a player, but as a person. I've always worn the crest with honor, and have done my best to represent the city of Bergamo with everything I have." He recounts career-defining memories, like lifting the Europa League trophy and celebrating profound victories with loyal supporters. "These moments will forever be part of me," Lookman wrote, and this is the part most people miss. While Lookman's love for the fans and club is clear, he admits that behind the scenes, challenges persisted. "This place has felt like home from the moment I arrived," he continues, before confessing that after much thought, he feels it's time to embark on a new chapter. Even so, Lookman emphasizes that this wish was not made lightly. In fact, it follows ongoing, open discussions with Atalanta's leadership. They apparently agreed that if a suitable offer arrived, they would not stand in his way. For many supporters, the real bombshell is this: Lookman has already submitted a formal transfer request. He acknowledges the difficulties he's faced, many of which were never made public, and yet has always put the team first, hoping to avoid this moment. He ends his statement with a heartfelt message to the Atalanta faithful, apologizing for the situation and expressing gratitude for their unwavering support. Now, he hopes for a swift, respectful resolution that benefits both himself and the club. This new development could serve as a wake-up call for Arsenal, who have been eyeing reinforcements on the wing and have recently been linked with other stars, including Real Madrid's Rodrigo. With Lookman's situation reaching a tipping point, and his price tag potentially more modest than that of other targets, will Arsenal reignite their pursuit? Or will their rivals, like Inter, ultimately win the race? To add fuel to the fire, Lookman is only 27 and brings valuable Premier League experience from this time at Everton. Signing him would not only fill a tactical gap, but could also be a savvy financial move for whichever club acts decisively. Now here's a question to all fans. Should Arsenal pull out all the stops to secure Lookman, or would it make more sense to hold out for another marquee name? Some argue that honoring a player's transfer request is best for morale and long-term harmony, while others feel clubs should stand firm on their valuation and plans. So what's the right call here? Do you agree with Lookman's decision to force a move, or do you side with Atalanta's reluctance? Let's get the debate rolling in the comments. No opinion is too bold. Ademola Lookman requests transfer from Atalanta. In a surprising turn of events, Ademola Lookman, the forward for Atalanta, has officially submitted a request to be transferred from the club. This announcement was made public on Sunday through a heartfelt statement shared on his Instagram account. At just 27 years old, Lookman expressed his feelings of disappointment and frustration, citing a series of unfulfilled promises and what he perceives as inadequate treatment from the club, both as a player and as an individual. He stated, "After many months of broken promises and what I feel has been poor treatment towards me as both a human being and as a professional footballer, I feel I have no choice but to speak out for what I believe is right, and I feel that enough is enough." In his message, Lookman emphasized that he and the club's management had previously reached a mutual understanding that it was time for him to seek new opportunities and embark on a different journey in his career. He mentioned that both parties had agreed that a transfer would be appropriate, contingent upon receiving a reasonable offer. However, the situation took a turn when Lookman revealed that despite an offer being made that aligned with their earlier discussions, the club is now preventing him from moving forward. Despite now receiving an offer in alignment to what I believe had been discussed, sadly, the club are blocking the opportunity for reasons I do not understand. He lamented, leaving fans and observers curious about the underlying issues at play. While Lookman did not disclose specific details regarding the offer he received, his situation raises important questions about player treatment and the dynamics of club negotiations. This development is sure to spark discussions among fans and analysts alike. What do you think about Lookman's decision to go public with his frustrations? Is it fair for players to voice their grievances in such a manner, or should they keep these matters private? Share your thoughts in the comments.